What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. JD here with yet another video for you guys. Jordan 4's, maybe my favorite Jordan model, and this year we've been absolutely blessed with some really nice colorways of the 4. And in this video I'll be talking about maybe the cleanest colorway of the 4's to release this year. I will be getting into the Jordan 4 in the Shimmer colorway. So what's up, fam? I hope you guys are doing well. I'm sure a lot of you will recognize I'm still not in my usual settings. I'm still in Toronto. I haven't been back to Berlin in almost a month now. I know the amount of content on the channel has been a bit slower than usual. I just haven't had the time. But I will be back in Berlin in about 2 weeks time, so definitely expect those reviews to be coming fast and furious. I usually try to do at least 3 videos a week, and I literally have a pile of sneakers waiting to be reviewed in my apartment, so expect the videos to drop a lot more frequently. But in this video, I will be breaking down this shoe, the Jordan 4 Shimmer. I'll get into the colorway, how it compares with the Offwhite 4's. We'll also get into the quality of this shoe. I'll also give you some sizing tips and tell you what's a good price to pay for these and what you can expect to see with prices going forward. So there it is, the Jordan 4 Shimmer. Now, as soon as I saw the Jordan brand preview for the year, this was a sneaker that immediately caught my attention because of how similar it is to one of the best sneakers to release last year, the Jordan 4 Off-Whites. Wanted to give a shout out to Sam Tabac, and no, that's not a person's name. That is the name of a sneaker boutique in Montreal. I was actually able to win a raffle, my first ever raffle on Canadian soil, my first ever raffle win. So I was very happy to get this pair. Shout out to Sam Tabac. So this pair, extremely clean pair of sneakers. If you're just talking about colorways alone, for me, this is in the top 3 for best Jordan 4 colorways to release in 2021. I got these, the taupe haze, the university blues, maybe even the lightning 4's could sneak in there, but it's been a very strong year for the Jordan 4. And yeah, let's be honest, these are pretty much your diet Off-White 4's. But actually, this colorway was inspired by makeup, specifically tonal makeup palettes. The official colorway of the sneaker is Shimmer, Bronze Eclipse, Orange Quartz, and Metallic Silver. And yeah, having this pair in hand, I will say 2 things about the colorway. First of all, it's definitely a lot darker than your Off-White Sail pair. And also, one other thing I'll say about this colorway, and I'm not sure if my camera is gonna pick this up, but under certain lighting, this colorway almost looks a bit pinkish. Like you can see some light hits of salmon in that colorway, which, to be honest, I wasn't really expecting. In fact, I will say overall, the colorway in hand doesn't really look like the pictures of this shoe. In pictures, it definitely seemed a lot lighter than it actually looks in person. There's 2 main materials used on this shoe. The upper is made out of predominantly leather, but you have some hits of nubuck on the tongue of the sneaker, as well as this back panel here. And from what I read, this specific material, the upper will gradually turn darker over time. You see a lot of contrasting white hits as well, which just looks really nice with the beige. You see that on the cages as well as the midsole. On the tongue of the sneaker, you get this metallic silver Jumpman logo. And actually, somebody asked me on Instagram, is it okay for guys to wear this shoe because of that metallic Jumpman? Which I thought was a pretty weird question. I didn't know guys couldn't wear metallic sneakers. I feel like there's a lot of metallic Jordans that guys do wear. On the back of the sneaker, no Nike Air logo this time. We do get that translucent Jumpman done in this beige color. The laces that come with the shoe standard are done in white, but you also get this extra pair of very light pink laces, which I didn't really get and I'm not too excited about. I kind of wish they gave us some beige laces with this pair. My favorite detail about this pair though, and it's not often I say this, it's got to be the outsole. I really like this very bright orangey looking outsole. Once again, matches really well with the rest of the colorway. Overall, I do really like this colorway. I will say, however, it isn't exactly what I expected, mainly because of the kind of pinkish looking tones that it does have, and also the fact that it is a bit darker than I expected. So I'm not 100% in love with the colorway as much as I did before getting it in hand. Let's talk about the quality of the sneaker though. I did mention that most of the sneaker is made out of leather, and it is unfortunately some pretty stiff leather, not very good materials used at all on the shoe. Also the nubuck that you see on the tongue, it really does feel like some pretty cheap nubuck. I mean, these materials not the greatest. When it comes to Jordan 4's this year, we've been getting some pretty good materials, not on this pair. When it comes to sizing, if you are big feet gang like myself, then unfortunately we all took a huge L on this pair because they didn't even make this in bigger men's sizes. The biggest size of this sneaker was a men's 10.5, which is a woman's 12. For you guys out there who are confused about what size to get in these because they're listed in women's sizes, even on StockX, make sure you go a size and a half higher than your men's size. If you wear a size 9, go with a 10.5 in women's. Jordan 4's for me fit true to size, so don't worry about going a half size up or a half size down, just stick with your true size. Let's look at what these pairs are going for right now. I will definitely admit that these are going for way less than I expected. In most sizes, they're going for only about 50 to 100 bucks over retail. Perhaps the most hyped sneaker of last year was the Offwhite 4, so I was definitely expecting a much stronger response to this shoe, a much higher resale value. But if you missed out on these, luckily that's not the case. And if you are a big fan of the 4's, you just don't want to spend $1,500 or $2,000 or whatever crazy price they're going for right now, these are a great alternative. Now I know I said the quality is not great, but the prices, I mean, it's not like you're paying $400 or $500 for them. The prices right now are pretty good. So for that reason, I do think it's worth it. It is a pretty nice pair of Jordan 4's that definitely will look good with a lot of tonal type of outfits. And also because of how low these prices are right now, I expect these to keep going up, especially in the bigger men's sizes. We've seen this with Jordan 4's in the last few years. They've only ever gone up in price after release date. Another woman's exclusive Jordan 4 that released a few years ago was the Jordan 4 in the Fossil colorway. You can kind of look at what those prices are going for right now. I expect these to eventually hit those prices. I don't know when that's gonna be though. It might be a couple of years before we see that. But if you missed out on these and you love the Offwhite 4's, now would definitely be an excellent time to go ahead and cop these. But what are my final thoughts on this sneaker, the Jordan 4 Shimmer? Are these a cop or a drop? For me personally, now listen, I'm always honest on this channel. I always keep it 100 with you guys. And for me, these are a drop. I don't like the quality of the sneaker, but more so than that, sometimes I give a sneaker a pass for quality if I think it just looks really nice. But the colorway, at least for me, not as nice in person as I expected. If you're going to buy a Jordan 4 this year, I definitely feel there are some much better options, even the ones that came out recently, the Lightnings. So these are a bit of a pass for me, but of course, that's just my opinion. Let me know down in the comments, what do you guys think of the Jordan 4 Shimmer? For those of you who got it in hand, was it what you expected, or did you think the colorway looked a lot different in person? This is usually the part of the video where I give you guys that on-feet look, but unfortunately, I got this in a woman's 10.5, which is a men's 9. So I definitely have no chance of fitting in these, and usually I will get my girlfriend to help me out with some of the on-feets. But she wears a US 7, so there's no way she's gonna fit in these either. So yeah, I unfortunately can't give you guys an on-feet this time. So I'm sorry guys, but I hope you guys enjoyed the rest of this review, and it just felt good for me to do another video. It's been a while for sure. Make sure you are following me on Instagram if you haven't already done so. The handle is right here at JDKick6, definitely the easiest place to contact me. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.